Hi again, welcome back. In this chapter, we will dive into how AI search differs from traditional SEO and review those prioritization parameters that are critical to optimizing your content for AI platforms. Well, let's first quickly review how traditional SEO worked. Well, still does, as it hasn't disappeared, right? Traditional SEO is about optimizing websites to rank higher in Google search results. The key metrics are rankings, traffic, and CTR, click-through rate. The core mechanics involve crawling and indexing websites, keyword matching, ranking optimization based on relevance, authority, site quality, local SEO, and user signals. The main pillars of traditional SEO are 1. Technical SEO, the geeky stuff, focusing on page speed, crawlability, dead links, security, and structured data. 2. On-page SEO, everything that happens on your website. Creating quality content, using proper keywords, optimizing EEAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Internal linking, generating landing pages and SEO-optimized blog posts. And 3. Off-page SEO, everything that happens outside of your website. Building external links, leveraging social media, local SEO, business listings, and offline presence. The goal of SEO was to rank highly in Google search results. As we just discussed, ever since Google showed up in 1998, online search has basically been a game of keywords, rankings, and backlinks. The holy trinity of 10 blue links. But GenAI came along, grabbed that playbook, and set it on fire. Now, instead of scrolling through link after link, travelers get personalized, real-time answers in plain English. It's less search engine and more chat with a super nerdy friend who already read the whole internet for you. Here are the key differences. One of the main differences is this: different user behavior. People prompt in another way. They ask AI questions versus enter keywords into a search box. This means queries in AI are a lot longer. Median is 20 words per prompt, with the average being close to 100 words. This means that every prompt is long tail as people enter sentences and paragraphs, not short keywords. They're also more unique, meaning never seen more than once. So for marketers stepping into the world of AI, the biggest takeaway is this: traditional keyword strategies don't translate well into AI-driven environments. In AI, every interaction is a conversation, not a search. People aren't typing hotels in LA, they're asking, what are the best boutique hotels in Los Angeles by the water and walkable restaurants nearby under $200 a night? This means optimizing for high-volume keywords simply does not work. Now, as a result, AI-generated answers are highly personalized, taking user context, history, location, and preferences into account. Unlike traditional search engines that provide the best answer, AI answer engines aim to deliver answer for you, not the click. This is a big difference. In SEO, you optimize primarily for humans to click. In AEO, also optimized for machines to understand without human mediation. SEO provides a transparent, ranked list of search results based on specific algorithms, allowing brands to track their position and adjust strategies. And AEO produces probabilistic and dynamic responses. AI systems don't follow a fixed ranking system, making it somewhat unpredictable when or how a brand's content will appear in answers. SEO focuses on optimizing entire web pages to rank higher in search engine results through keywords, meta tags, and backlinks. AEO requires optimizing specific chunks of content to be picked up by AI retrieval systems. Since AI answer engines extract snippets rather than whole articles, brands must ensure consistent presence throughout all relevant content sections by integrating brand mentions and messaging broadly, not just in isolated parts. AI engines rely on RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. The process of augmenting a generative model with external sources retrieved in real time to produce more accurate answers. On a very high level, this retrieval logic prioritizes relevance, recency, and trust. We'll dive deeper in this next. This means that ChatGPT and its peers now does the web search most questions instead of relying on its existing training data. EEAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness, a core metric from SEO, remains critical for AI. However, how AI platforms measure that is different. As a result, in SEO, you influence search engine algorithms by improving site structure, acquiring backlinks, and utilizing keywords to enhance rankings. In AEO, you focus on making content suitable for selection by AI retrieval systems and other ways. Brands don't need to influence the LLM directly. Instead, they must align content with the preferences of AI systems to increase the chances that it will be selected for AI-generated answers. Each platform, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI Overviews, has unique citation patterns. But they do have a lot in common as well. We'll discuss that in detail soon. Structured data and schema are even more critical. While schema markup has been an SEO best practice for rich results, etc., it's now a cornerstone of AEO. AI systems rely on structured data to parse facts quickly and accurately. Metrics changed too. In SEO, you measure rankings, organic traffic, CTR, bounce rate, etc. In AEO, you measure AI brand score, probability the brand is recommended, brand share of voice on specific domains, AI citation frequency, etc. We will discuss all of this in more details later in this course. So in practical terms, many AEO tactics overlap with good SEO. Technical cleanliness, quality content, mobile-friendly site. The AI can't access what isn't crawlable after all. But the mindset changes. You're optimizing for answer inclusion and accuracy, not just for rankings and clicks. And yes, for detailed description of these differences, refer to the corresponding PDF handout that is available as part of this lecture. LLM visibility isn't random. It's engineered. Yes, there is a method to the AI madness. So let's talk about how large language models actually pull and synthesize information and whether they all play by the same rules. Spoiler, they don't. As you know, things change super fast in the AI world, but as noted earlier, there are some fundamental things that can be derived that won't do 180 in the near future. And as I mentioned, they're not rocket science. They're common sense practices you can start using today. Take this. AirOps looked at 6,700 high-intent pages from 50 of the biggest SaaS brands to see who's actually getting cited by ChatGPT, Perplexity, and their AI buddies, and why. And the results? Top performers earned 4 or 5 more citations by doing some not super sexy but consistent things. Updating content regularly, structuring pages for machine readability, citing external sources early, formatting for snippets, staying consistent with brand voice. Most brands don't do these things, and that's why they don't show up in those results. So let's dig deeper into what that means, and more importantly, what you can start doing today to improve your visibility on AI platforms. I've also rolled up my sleeves and analyzed the big players to see how their algorithms work. I looked at ChatGPT by OpenAI, Claude by Anthropic, DeepSeek, Grok by X, Gemini by Google, Meta AI, Perplexity, and Copilot by Microsoft. As we've already learned, 98% of traffic is currently sent by these three. ChatGPT, the largest share, nearly half the traffic of all AI platforms. Perplexity 30.7 and Gemini 17.6. But I was curious about all others as well, just in case. Here's what all of those guys have in common in terms of their preference when choosing how to prioritize content in their search results. As you'll see, again, not rocket science. For detailed description of these parameters, refer to the corresponding PDF handout. Relevance and intent matching. Your content needs to clearly answer user queries, not just keywords, but the intent behind them, including location relevance. The key here is that businesses should understand their target customers and create content addressing why people use their services, not just focus on their property. I'll teach you how to do it in just a bit. Structure content so AI can easily determine this product fits the request. Next, authority and credibility of sources. AI looks at who's saying it. If you're mentioned on trusted sources, your content carries more weight. Also remember that over 40% of brand impressions in engines like ChatGPT and Perplexity come from third-party citations, forums, blogs, news, and expert reviews. Brands with more unique citations are not only more likely to be listed by AI, but also rank higher in responses. It's no longer about just driving website visits. It's about being the trusted source AI highlights at the moment of users' highest intent. Next, freshness and recency. Stale content is the enemy. AI downranks outdated information. Keep your stuff current. Update it with seasonal offers and promotions. Generate thought leadership articles, things to do in the area, write about local news and events, etc. Next up, user context and preferences. Your content shouldn't be one size fits all. Make sure you're addressing different needs. Provide content tailored to different priorities, budget options, sustainable features, family-friendly accessibility, etc. Make it clear who your property is best suited for. Guest reviews and reputation signals. AI pays close attention to what real guests say. Actively collect reviews on trusted platforms, TripAdvisor, Google, and OTAs even. Highlight awards, rankings, and benchmarks that reinforce credibility. Highlight service quality aspects that guests often comment on, cleanliness, staff friendliness, noise levels, etc. Next up is transparency, trust, and safety. AI is specifically trained to filter out biased or unsafe practices. Make sure to showcase health safety protocols, sanitation certifications, and regulatory compliance. Avoid exaggeration or misleading claims. Add trust badges like sustainability labels, verified partnerships or awards. Offer booking protections, cancellation policies, refund guarantees, customer support. Readability of content by AI. AI tools have OCD. They like neat, clean, structured things. Make it easy for them to find you and absorb your content. Optimize your direct booking site. Provide structured data, schema markup, lists, tables, to make parsing easier for AI. Comparisons and value demonstration. Many questions and user prompts related to purchasing products and services are value-based. To address that, clearly communicate value for money. Show features versus price. Provide comparison points, packages, amenities in structured formats. Last but not least, consistency across channels. AI cross-checks. If your details differ between Google and your direct site, that's a red flag for AI. Maintain up-to-date listings on all major discovery platforms. Again, for detailed description of these parameters, refer to the corresponding PDF handout available with this lecture. The key takeaway: treat content as dynamic, structured, review-driven, and trust-anchored. Understanding these universal parameters allows content creators to optimize for multiple AI platforms simultaneously. Here's the kicker. It's not just about what you offer. It's about the why. Why do guests choose your business? Is it the rooftop bar, the family-friendly vibe, or the fact that you allow dogs the size of small horses? Understanding the why is the secret sauce to a content strategy that actually works in an AI-driven world. Now, here's the thing. Not all LLMs are created equal. Each one has its own little quirks in how it searches, filters, and prioritizes results. Some are overachievers, some are minimalists, some are just plain weird. We're not going to go full PhD dissertation on this right now. That's not what you signed up for. But if you do want to geek out and go to the next level of optimization for a specific platform, maybe the one you secretly like better than the others, I've got you covered. Check out the PDF handout attached to this lecture. It's basically the cheat sheet for impressing your favorite AI. A very high-level summary. Google, Gemini, Claude, and DeepSeek require structured, compliant, granular real-time data. Companies should invest in schema markup, compliance visibility, and parity. ChatGPT and Meta care more about brand reputation, trust, sustainability, and UX. Companies should emphasize storytelling and verified trust signals. Perplexity, Grok, and Copilot lean heavily on reviews and straightforward ranking factors. Companies must manage content carefully and ensure review strategies are proactive. In short, some AIs are more data-heavy and compliance-focused. Some are more trust, reputation, UX-driven. Some are more review-driven. If you cover the points we went through in the previous slide, you'll be good to go. Universally for all AI platforms. Another important concept is to differentiate between static and dynamic content. Because in our world, we have both, and they are treated differently. Static content is the baseline, the essential information about your business that customers expect, like amenities, location, details, and policies. While static content must be clean and consistent, it alone won't help you stand out or rank highly. Dynamic content is what really drives rankings and bookings on AI-powered platforms. This includes real-time availability and pricing, but also recent guest reviews, current events and offers, and local updates. AI platforms prioritize fresh, verified signals that indicate current relevance and appeal. Different AI platforms have different ways of evaluating content. Some focus more on trust and timeliness, others on live inventory data and compliance, etc. The bottom line is that static content provides important context, but dynamic content is what will make your company stand out and drive more bookings. Another question to cover about types of content is this. What matters most for your AI visibility? FAQs, lobby pictures, or cat videos? When it comes to AI search, not all content formats are created equal. Text, images, and video each play very different roles in how platforms discover, trust, and recommend you. The trick is knowing the pecking order, what matters most right now, and what's climbing the ranks tomorrow. Let's break it down. Text is still the backbone, aka the boring but essential stuff. AI loves text the way accountants love spreadsheets. Structured, clear, and current text is the easiest thing for machines to chew through for relevance, context, and intent. Schema markup, FAQs, property descriptions, amenity lists, policies, and review text all act as machine-readable anchors. Without strong text, even the best photos and videos won't rank well in AI-driven search. Action item. Treat text as your SEO, AEO foundation. It tells AI what you are and why you matter. Images are critical. Well-integrated images are already heavily weighted. AI platforms use them as trust signals, basically a quick check to see if your business is as clean and shiny as you say it is. Stocky, outdated, or misleading photos don't just underperform, they can actually hurt you. And yes, AI is now smart enough to tell the difference between genuine product and Photoshop palace of lies. Action item: maintain a pipeline of authentic, verified, and recent images, ideally a mix of guest-generated and professional. Think Instagram-worthy, not 2005 brochure. And finally, the video, the rising star. AI is becoming multimodal. Platforms like Gemini, GPT-5, and Meta AI can now analyze and summarize video. For businesses, video demonstrates the intangibles text and photos can't capture. Videos are also harder to fake, so far at least, making them powerful trust signals. But video isn't yet prioritized as heavily in ranking as text or images. Instead, AI mostly interprets video into text metadata, which then feeds search model. Action item: invest in short-form, authentic video. It's not a replacement for text and images, but it's the differentiator that will future-proof your visibility. For detailed recommendations for creating and storing images and videos, refer to the PDF handout that is available with this lecture. To sum it up, right now, text and images are non-negotiable for AI search visibility, but video is the emerging edge. It's not yet weighted as heavily, but it's where businesses can stand out and future-proof as AI gets better at multimodal reasoning. Text will make you discoverable. Images will help you become more credible. Videos will assist with differentiation and will play a more important role in the future. So it's not too soon to start investing in this content type. This concludes chapter number 3. I'll see you in a bit. Thank you for listening.